Today we're going to be ranking things that happened during lockdown in the UK, and I'm here with Britain's leading anthropologist, Sans Beanstalk.
That's very kind of you.
Is anthropologist the one which studies, like, humans? That's not archaeologist, is it?
It's hard to pronounce. There's a couple of O's in there. That's about as far as my knowledge goes, but I'll take the title.
I think it's the one that studies humans.
We'll have it. We'll have it.
Yeah, I like your poster, by the way.
Yeah, thanks, mate. People were slagging off the background last time I was on here, so I thought I'd chuck a bit of spice in the mix.
That's good. I like the kit. Good vibes only.
I didn't want to come across boring.
All right, first up, we have Captain Tom. Where are we putting Captain Tom in the tier list?
I mean, so is this tier based on how much we like him?
Just vibes, I guess.
Vibes.
Let's have a look at his 100th lap.
It was 100 out of 100, wasn't it, right? And
he did 100 laps of his garden for the NHS, which is a bit lame, if you ask me.
40 million quid, I believe.
Ridiculous. This country lost its mind. 12 million quid we gave to an old bloke for walking around his garden a bit.
I actually might go do some laps on my balcony right now, mate, actually.
Some laps on the balcony?
I'll take a couple mil. Not too greedy.
Here he comes, Captain Tom Moore.
What a pace on him.
His 100th birthday. 100 laps of his garden during lockdown. All of the money going to NHS charities. A guard of honour.
They gave him a
Oh, I mean, I get it. We were all bored. We're watching like non-league athletics at this point. Like, this is mental.
They rolled out the military for him because he walked around his garden. I get he's old, right? I get he's old and he served in the army and we all respect him. But they sent the army to his house because he walked around his garden
Bless him.
to give him a
How
guard
big was
of
this
honour.
garden?
I don't know.
It must have been a massive garden.
If he lived on like 2 acres, I'd be a bit impressed. But if it was just like a small new build garden, I wouldn't bat an eyelid at that.
I feel like BBC and that have been trying to replicate Captain Tom for like years now.
You think?
Like Jamie Lang did a few runs, didn't he? There's always somebody doing a big run. Hardest geezer, he got pushed.
Feels like none of them can hold a flame to Captain Tom, though. I feel as though he was the GOAT of pointlessly long endurance
Where you reckon he
challenges.
is in the list of the best looking ones?
I think in his heyday, he was probably quite the catch.
Yeah, oh, for sure. I think I actually saw a photo of him back in the day, and you know what? Fair play.
Inches to go. And there he is. Congratulations. Well done. Absolutely amazing, amazing achievement.
Let him catch his breath before you do the interview.
Let him catch his breath.
He's just been sprinting, shoving the mic straight in his face.
I know. It was like Captain Tom was ultimately a good thing. It's just so COVID. Like, we had nothing else going on that we were enamoured as a country, as a nation, by this bloke walking around his garden a bit. So enamoured, in fact, all the news were there and the army.
It's very platty tubes, isn't it?
It's very platty tubes. We got knighted, didn't he?
Did he?
Yeah.
I don't think Beckham's been knighted. Mad, isn't it? The things you have to do as a sportsman in this country. 100 laps.
It's so funny because he's just walked around his garden a bit.
They're making him walk to another garden now. Sat in someone that's like, give him a break. He spent all summer walking around gardens, and now you're just wheeling him out on another one.
The Queen imprisons him until he walks 100 times around the land. To be honest, I think the funniest thing that came out of the Captain Tom thing was when his daughter tried to, like, didn't she try to, like, buy a spa in her house from, like, the funds raised from his walk or whatever?
And she tried to pay herself like a couple $100,000 a year as like the CEO of the charity. And then the charity were like, well, you can't do that. You can't have a spa and pay yourself $100,000.
So where are we putting Captain Tom? I think he's firmly in A.
Oh, yeah. S is strong start, innit?
I think this is a tier list based on how COVID it is. Like, would this be a thing outside of COVID times? I don't think so.
Not to the same level.
No, I think you hear about someone walking around their garden 100 times nowadays when there's like actually stuff to do. Like, we can go out to like Nando's and stuff. I'll put a Captain Tom in A. Right, what we got next? The NHS clap.
Sounds like the STD clinic, that.
Mate, it's so bleak looking back on this.
Oh, it's just miserable, isn't it?
It's so
so miserable.
bleak. And there's people that miss this. There's people that miss this shit. They miss being stuck indoors all the time because I guess they got to play like COD and didn't have to go to school and stuff.
Well, it was awful. I worked at a COVID centre. Mate, people were out there clapping me, technically, I suppose.
Were you NHS staff?
Oh, I had a little NHS jacket, mate.
Oh, nice.
So I think that qualifies. I used to just shove swabs up people's noses and wheel it around, pull out a bit of snot and go, yeah, like grim that does, mate.
Did you like being applauded?
You know what? I was locked up in the COVID centre, so I didn't actually get to experience it. But it was good to know that the good people were sat on their dimly lit balconies, filming other dimly lit balconies, moderately clapping. Oh, good lord.
Lucky them Labour not in. Aki Robbie fucked. Whoa, Boris Johnson. Get there soon.
Does he say get better soon, Boris?
If that Labour lot were in, we'd all be fucked. Get well soon, Boris Johnson.
Because the country looks in really good condition there, doesn't it? Is his belly button below his waist there? Is it tucked into his trousers?
Looks like a cartoon character.
It looks horrifying. Is this after Boris Johnson was in hospital?
I think this was when he got a bit murked by COVID.
Yeah. I reckon this made him feel loads better, actually. God, that's depressing, mate.
Did you ever stand outside and clap?
I think I got roped into it like early doors before I had to move home. I think I sort of got shamed into doing a bit of clapping, but I never got the crockery out. I was never banging the frying pan. Was that on your street? Was it?
No, I mean I lived in a block of flats, and like you'd hear it go off, but I don't know. I'd feel like I was a bit because I was nowhere near a hospital or like a clinic or anything, so I'd feel like just a bit of a melt if I was just stood on my balcony going like that. For like nobody to hear it. All right, so where are we going to put the NHS clap?
Thing is, it's very COVID, right? Like it's the epitome
so
of COVID.
yeah.
Like, we will never get that again. But
No.
it feels mad to put it S tier because it's like. But then again, I don't know. I think A tier. Like
What would be more COVID than that though? What would be more
I know.
COVID
I'm kind of worried that maybe this might end up being an S tier. The front two here could both feasibly be S tier.
Yeah, no, these are two big names already.
I think it might be moving them up later, but it's a strong start.
Right, street concerts. Did you ever see any of these?
I'm not sure I did. Oh no.
It is very platty tubes, isn't it?
It's so platty tubes. I think the Queen died shortly afterwards, didn't she? And we had the Paddington Bear chat.
I think she
Like,
died
it was-
in 22.
It was just a wave of like there was like a 2 or 3 year period of just everything was just mental. Oh, this is a bit more like it.
It's so sad looking back. Like no one could stand together.
Just like 12 people spread apart in Nuketown playing a bit of Dua Lipa. Awful scenes.
I think it's so easy to forget like how fucked it was about 5 years ago. You weren't allowed to stand near someone that wasn't in your household for about a year.
I know, and there are times when I'd quite enjoy that. Like as you know, I'm quite a difficult man to get outside of this exciting paradise that I'm sat in now. Actually, I like the confines of this chaos that I live in. I don't think I could do it again for that long.
Did you see the raves, the lockdown raves? Everyone was abiding by the rules in true raver fashion.
Oh,
I'm sorry, that's so fucking lame.
Yeah, you can't just wear a hazmat suit and claim that everything's all right. That's cheating. That's one of the most ridiculous things I've ever seen in my life.
Right, so where are we going to put street concerts and street raves?
I wouldn't say that I encounter them that often, to be honest with you.
No, I'd probably put them in like D.
Yeah, I'd say D. Like they're very COVID, but I don't think they were widespread enough.
Toilet roll keepy ups. I don't remember this.
Oh well, I'll tell you why that'll be.
Yeah.
Because I believe it's been a very long time since you've had a job.
Yeah.
As some sort of strange humiliation ritual for employees at the time. Certainly in my job, we were tasked with videoing ourselves doing keepy uppies with a bog roll and then sharing it in sort of like a group team WhatsApp group. There's like, I guess, some kind of idea of bonding at the time.
That sounds horrible. That sounds dystopian.
Yeah, it was very sort of like low-key public shaming. Just all these people you're used to seeing in a suit sat around in their gardens lobbing a bog roll around.
It's very COVID though, isn't it?
It's very COVID.
There's a slight bit of platty tubes about this as well. Oh, fucking hell.
You know what?
You just fucking
had that
booted
coming.
the fireplace. Jesus.
He was playing fast and loose doing it next to the TV.
Yeah.
He deserved a bit of karma for that.
Where are we going to put toilet roll keepy ups?
I'll put it C because I like the nicheness of it. Like it was
Yeah.
definitely a thing, but I don't think it was widespread.
Do you remember this stupid beer trend?
Oh, is this the swirling it round?
No, it's like where you try and take the cap of it off.
I don't really remember this one, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I think it's shit. I don't know why it's in my document, to be honest. That's going in F.
Yeah, it's true. I feel like that could just happen anytime. That's just whenever you haven't got a bottle opener. Someone will just smash it on something.
Toilet paper hoarders. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
But the
Yeah,
first
yeah.
thing everyone went to was toilet paper for some fucking reason.
Do you reckon you, during COVID, you pooed more or the same amount?
I'd probably say about the same amount.
Yeah, I reckon my poo level will remain consistent, to be honest with you. So it doesn't really make any sense practically.
I remember going to Asda like right before it happened because I thought like fuck I'm not going to be able to go to the shop for like cause it was really drummed up at the start. Like I thought I was not going to be able to go to the shops for months. I just stocked up on like fucking loads of non-perishables and just never ate them.
Well, you were treating it like an underground bunker.
Yeah, I literally was because I was like fuck I'm not going to be able to go out for about 3 months.
Oh, mate, I don't think I quite went that far. I don't know if it will come up on the list, but I ended up sort of like signing up to HelloFresh instead, went the other way, just bought loads of perishables.
To be fair, they must have had a great COVID. Oh yeah, look at that stock price. Do you see that?
Absolutely slam their way up.
During COVID, they were smashing it. All right, where are we going to put toilet paper hoarding? I feel as though it's not unique to COVID. I feel as though I've seen it before where people have just stocked up on loads of toilet paper for no particular reason.
Yeah.
I feel as though it's not unique to COVID, but I feel as though it's something that will forever be ingrained in the public consciousness as something that happened during COVID.
Well, it was like the first sign, wasn't it? First sort of sign of the apocalypse. I'd be tempted with B, you know.
Yeah, I think that's pretty B. Okay, now I've got a few things to say about this one. Do you remember Eat Out to Help Out?
I do. So it was just like subsidised meals, right?
Yeah. What
Yeah,
a
I remember
fucking
Eat Out to Help Out.
stupid idea. What an absolutely fucking ridiculous idea that was. Of course the
Break it
government
down
was
for
going to
me.
go, we're going to be paying off the debt from Eat Out to Help Out for fucking decades.
I just like cheap burgers, mate. I was
Yeah,
coming at
but-
it from the other end. I love a cheap burger.
Yeah, but our taxes are going to be higher because of it for like ages. It was so fucking stupid. Why did we do this?
Just brownie points, innit? Just easy brownie points. Just give the people
was, yeah,
slightly
but it was-
cheaper
and it was-
chips. Everyone's a winner except for everyone.
Yeah, it was nice getting a cheap Nando's, but you know, I wouldn't have that at the expense of my taxes being raised 5%
They went a bit weird with food, didn't they? Do you remember there was like this whole thing on it where it was like you could only get a pint if you were eating like a Scotch egg or something?
What?
Do you not remember that? Mate,
No.
at one point, so you couldn't go to the pub.
Yeah.
Right, similar sort of Eat Out to Help Out nonsense. You couldn't go to the pub, and then they were like, okay, you can go to the pub, but to stop people just going to the pub and having 10 pints every day, you've got to have food with it. So you'd have to go to the pub with your mates and be like, yeah, I'll have a pint of Foster's and a Scotch egg, which is like a horrible combination.
Did it have to be a Scotch egg, or could you have chosen like chips or something?
I think it had to be a substantial meal was the phrasing they used.
and a
So it
Scotch
couldn't have
egg
just
counts
been
as
like,
a substantial meal.
I know, it's mad. I think that was the debate as to whether a Scotch egg did count. I think they decided it did, which is mad, really. I think you just couldn't get like a packet of crisps. You couldn't scran like 9 crisps and 9 pints. It had to be like a full, at least half a meal every time.
What's the most Scotch eggs you had?
I think I had 4 once.
You have 4 Scotch eggs. How big were they?
They were like smaller than a fist. I reckon like 2 knuckles on your fist.
That's disgusting. What the fuck? 4 of them.
You come back from the
Christ.
pub and you're just like, whoa, not remotely drunk. It's just been soaked up by egg and pork mince.
Where are you putting Eat Out to Help Out? I think it was a stupid fucking idea.
I reckon it's B. I don't mind it, mate. I think it. Fundamentally, I'm not an economist, but I will always vouch for cheap food.
It's very COVID, but I'm putting it in C because I fucking hate it. Such a stupid idea. Next up, we got Joe Wicks. Do you remember him? I never watched anything from him.
Joe Wicks, mate, had a generational run.
8 million fucking views?
Mate, he's a nutcase. Mate, Joe Wicks would have woken up every day, looked at the death toll, and been pumping his fist, celebrate. He gets another month of fannying about in a Spider-Man costume. He must have been making such huge amounts of money.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. Did you ever go along with Joe on his?
I'm
PE
sort of
lessons?
pleased to announce that I did not. Oh, look, I've got nothing against doing star jumps in the living room, mate. Do whatever makes you happy, but I'm not going to join in over a Zoom call.
It is very like, you know, sort of mum goes out, claps the NHS, goes in, does her Joe Wicks workout,
Yeah, 100%.
volleys a couple of toilet rolls.
In another life, Joe Wicks would have been sort of like one of those 80s TV instructors. What does he do now, actually?
No, I'm guessing he's just fucking living off the fortune he made during that year and a half where we were all stuck inside.
I reckon, do you remember people were saying, like, did COVID start because someone ate a bat? I reckon Joe Wicks ate the bat, mate. This is all planned by Joe Wicks. This is just Joe Wicks being a genius, just playing 4D chess.
And like I said, I've travelled all over.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it says on the tin. He's just doing like a workout. Where do we put Joe Wicks?
Did he last a little bit longer? I don't know if he
I have
did.
no
I feel
idea.
like
I feel as though he's someone that's just sort of in the public consciousness, like Katie Price.
he did transcend COVID for a little bit, but I'd say he's not quite reached Katie Price levels of
No.
Britannia. Or
No.
maybe C?
Yeah, I think right next to Eat Out to Help Out is where he belongs. Online pub quiz is the next thing I have. Do you remember the online pub quiz? I never
I remember
partook
an
in them.
online pub quiz. I never did one either. I remember being invited to many, but you can just cheat, can't you?
Yeah, literally, yeah, you can just cheat.
I remember invented online pub quizzes, just never heard of tabs.
I think I'll just put that in F. That's
I think so.
deservedly F.
Don't bring them back. I was going to say, what I would say, it is very COVID though, the idea of an online pub quiz. Because if somebody suggested that now, I'd never be friends. Mate, if you said, do you want to do an online pub quiz with me? I'd stop being your friend. Straight off the bat. I'd never speak to you again. I'd be so upset.
You'd be so upset about that. What if it was for like my birthday?
worse.
What if I was like, I really want to do an online pub quiz for my birthday?
I'd smile, I'd be very polite, and then I'd hang up on the call and I'd never speak to you again, mate.
All right, Zoom school.
Look, obviously I wasn't in school
No,
during
neither.
COVID. I'm glad I wasn't. I mean, it's very COVID though, right? Like,
It's very COVID, but it's just like it was ultimately quite pointless. From what I heard, loads of people just cheated in all their exams because they were all just done from home, which is like the stupidest fucking idea ever. I'll put it in B though, just for the sort of the culture of it.
Yeah,
it's
I
kind
respect
of
that.
lived on, I think, in a way. Like a lot of uni lectures are now on computers. Still, to this day, loads of uni exams are done on computers. They're not done in like a exam hall or anything like that. They're done on computers. So you can just fucking cheat.
I think COVID could be the end of like uni, unless you're doing like engineering or whatever. It is kind of pointless anyway. But like anyone can just rock up, log on to a Zoom call once every 3 months and pass a multiple choice exam. I don't know. Maybe it's the beginning of the end. Maybe it was for the best.
You think?
Yeah, maybe. Maybe everyone's going to be like a plumber or something. We'll never have any toiletry issues ever again.
Supermarket lines. I feel as though this is a similar sort of vein to the toilet paper hoarding. Did you ever have to wait outside like a Sainsbury's for 20 minutes to get in?
Early days, I remember that. Yeah, there was a massive queue at the Sainsbury's, and I actually went across the road and went to Waitrose for a slightly smaller queue. Ended up spending way more. A sort of weird trade-off everybody had to make. That said, though, you ever been to like an Aldi recently? Like queues are massive there.
You have to line up outside Aldi like it's the Supreme store.
No, but you're all the way back in the ice cream section, mate.
Oh, what, for the tills?
Yeah, right back in the ice cream section. Not like the Supreme store. Imagine that. Been a new drop on brunch bars, mate.
To be fair, they do drops every now and then. Like they did like a sort of Nando's-esque type thing quite recently, and I was quite keen to get that, but it was all off the shelves. Guess you must have had to get in there quite early to get it.
Yeah, only for the real Aldi heads.
Where are we putting this? I'll probably put it in like D.
Yeah, I think it was a big thing, but I feel like it didn't last that long.
Nah, to be fair, it only lasted about a month, and then they kind of figured out a better system. This was one you might not remember because you're like 28 years old, but the Dream SMP. I didn't watch it myself because I was in my 20s at the time, so I didn't watch it, but I knew people who were in it, and it was like a massive thing, but it's just something I never watched, and the fans of it were also the worst fucking humans on earth.
So I don't know what Dream is. I don't know what SMP is. I recognise.
It's probably for the best, yeah.
Yeah. I was too employed. There was so many things behind that, and I don't want to know what that is.
Let's just bang it in there. All right, and finally, lockdown trims.
But it was like fast forwarding to being like 40, wasn't it? Like you just wake up one day and all your mates are bald, just out the blue. Bowl cuts. Like, I grew my hair really long. Did you do anything with yours?
I feel as though I can admit this now. It's been 5 years. I just had someone come over and cut my hair.
Oh, that's outrageous. What, like a footballer?
Yeah, just had someone come over because I was like, I can't. Not all the time, but it was like it would get to about 2 or 3 months, and I'd be like, I can't fucking deal with this. I'm a witchy. So I just have someone come in and just give me a skin fade.
That is superstar behaviour.
God, this song as well. This is like a...
This was everywhere.
Oh, that's dodgy. But I feel as though that's like probably the best haircut that you could get in 2020.
Yeah, just sort of like a poorly faded skin fade.
I was really close to actually shaving off all my hair when I was in lockdown. Yeah, I did manage to find someone in the end to come and cut my hair, but fucking hell. It was so hot. I was like, there's no way I can do a year of this. Because it got so long and so like itchy. So I hate having long hair. It makes me feel weird.
I tried to dye my beard.
What?
Which went really badly. Yeah, well, I was like, I'm going to grow my hair, and I thought I'd grow my beard, but I don't really have any beard thickness.
Yeah.
So I tried to dye it to make it darker, and I ended up having sort of like a painted on... It just looked horrible, mate. I looked like a pantomime villain.
What? But the thing is, right, the beard grows quickly, no?
Mine doesn't. I've only got about 15 hairs that grow out of various parts of my head, so just making them darker, it didn't really hit the right notes.
Fair enough. I think we put this in S though, because there's nothing in S, and I feel as though there's probably nothing more COVID than giving yourself.
Yeah, you wouldn't do that now unless you lost fantasy football, really, would you?
No. No, you wouldn't. Right, well, I'm going to leave it there for this video. Do you agree with our rankings? Let me know in the comments. Check out Sans. His link will be in the description. Like and subscribe, or I'm putting you in lockdown again.